Hello, new trainers. I'm Professor Foxy Larch of the Vidilvan region. There's a lot of mystery surrounding this region, but that's a story for another day. You're here for the starter Pokemon, aren't you? Here, allow me to show you.
Hi Data folks, hi Tech Marcus here, and today I finally get to show you something that me and a bunch of other people have been working on for a year now. A Fakemon concept that's still a massive work in progress, but I feel like it's the right time to show you guys now. But before we do that, allow me to give context about the region. This will be called the Vidilvan region, a region based on Scandinavia. We don't have a map ready yet, but maybe we will in the future. We have a Discord server where we have many voice actors, artists, and people to provide us with ideas. Since we have multiple artists, I just want to clarify we are not drawing the official Pokemon art style. The art will be done by the artist in their own art style. Anyways, enough blabbering. Allow me to show you the starter Pokemon of the Vidilvan region.
Jotany, the bush Pokemon, a grass type. This Pokemon resembles a small shrub with stone legs. With its playful and nimble nature, it enjoys playing games with others such as hide and seek by naturally blending into gardens and grassy areas. Despite that and its small appearance, it weighs quite a bit at around 50 pounds, 22 kilograms.
This Pokemon was designed by my good friend Quinn, aka Voidbox. Go check him out on Instagram, it's amazing. This little guy is called Jotany, the grass starter of the region. As you can see, Jotany is a bush with legs. A very simple design. Kinda reminds you of Tangela in a way, doesn't it? Quite an interesting Pokemon. I'll explain more about its lore later. Right now, let's get to the fire starter.
Lamumba, the fire snake Pokemon, a fire type. Due to its small size and weak flames, it defends itself by spitting globs of gasoline onto the ground and lighting the slicks ablaze with the open flame on its tail.
Here we have Flamamba. Flamamba was designed by Locked Out Productions. Go check out their channel if you haven't already. Flamamba here is based on the snake, obviously. But specifically, they are based on the Mamba, which are large and venomous. It's also based on, well, fire. Duh. The Pokedex already explained its entire shtick, so we might as well move on to the water starter.
Aquacan, the octopus Pokemon, a water type. Aquacan have a docile and harmless nature. However, if provoked, they will latch onto a target's head and inject a sedative chemical, putting the victim to sleep for a few minutes.
This little guy is a Quacken, the water type starter of the region. This is one of the many Pokemon that I've drawn. If the origin of the name wasn't obvious enough, it's based on Aqua and Kraken. And these three are the starters of the region. I hope you guys like them. But we're not done yet. Allow me to explain the evolutions of the starter Pokemon, starting with Jotany's evolution.
Jotasil, the jolly Pokemon, a grass and rock type. This Pokemon is often found wandering forest and mountain areas, helping out anything it considers weaker than itself, including humans. It now carries a tree in its hand for protection and defense. Despite its eyes being covered in shadows and its growing hair, it has a keen sense, and can somehow tell a living creature's intentions.
This is Jotasil, the evolved form of Jotany. As Pokedex states, it gains the rock typing upon evolution. As you can see, it goes from a bush to a man. That's because this whole evolution line is based on the Jotun. Jotun. Am I saying that right?
Jotun.
God damn it. They're based off the Jotun, which are a race of giants in Norse mythology. Sure, he doesn't look like a giant yet, but wait till you see its final evolution. Now let's move on to Flamamba's evolutions.
Charpent, the gas snake Pokemon, a fire type. This aggressive Pokemon is known to blind its prey and rivals by igniting its gasoline-infused venom and spitting it into their eyes. The nozzle on its tail acts as a secondary means of attack.
Although I drew the design, I told Locke to come up with the Pokedex entry. Anyways, this is Charpent. I decided to turn its tail into a flamethrower because I thought it would be badass. Sadly, I didn't write anything else in the script, so we're gonna move on.
Killamari, the killer squid Pokemon, a water type. Unlike its pre-evolution, Killamari are more aggressive and unforgiving. When provoked, they will swing around their bladed tentacles ferociously.
Next, we have another design that I came up with, calamari. Before anyone says anything, I know calamari is supposed to be squids, not octopus, and this is an octopus. I don't give a shit. Fun fact, you see those suction cups? Calamari can turn those into blades to slash into their opponents. Now that we're done with the first stage evolutions, time to reveal the final stage evolutions.
Jaw Titan, the mountain Pokemon, a grass and rock type. This Pokemon will spend a majority of its time sleeping to preserve energy due to its size.
This biggin right here is Joe Titan. As I previously stated, these guys are based on the Jotuns, a race of giants in Norse mythology. And now the rock typing makes sense considering that it's lugging around a mountain on its back. And according to Quinn, he was going for like a gentle giant sort of vibe with this Pokemon. Anyways, let's move on to the next Pokemon.
Logiheimer, the gas fire Pokemon, a fire and poison type. It claims its territory by causing large forest fires using its nozzle-like fangs and tail to fling flaming globs of gasoline-infused venom. It occasionally sheds its fangs, which are adored by Varoom and Reba Varoom.
Meet Logiheimer, the final evolution of Flamamba. It's a snake with a blowtorch on its tail and fangs. Logiheimer is based on Jormungandr, also known as the World Serpent in Norse mythology. Jormungandr is apparently the offspring of Loki and a giant woman known as Angerboa. I'm leaving that in, I'm not redoing that.
Angerbola.
Fuck! Let's move on to the final Pokemon of the video before I have an aneurysm.
Laguzaki, the Kraken Pokemon, a water and dark type. When enraged, it is almost impossible to calm it down. Laguzaki will tear down an entire city in order to tire itself out. Laguzaki can generate high pressures of water to make their blade tentacles sharp enough to slice an entire building in half.
And finally, we're at Laguzaki, the final evolution of a Quacken. As you can see, all three starters were based on colossal beings. Jotitan being based on Jotun, Logiheimer being based on Jormungandr, and Laguzaki being based on the Kraken. I'm pretty sure most of you know what the Kraken is, but for those who don't, the Kraken is a giant squid or octopus who spends most of their times wrecking pirate ships. They also have the ability to create whirlpools, and they drag people under them. Anyways, that's all the starters and their evolutions we made. This Fakemon concept is still being worked on. Even after a year of development, we still have some world building and some story crafting to do. Before I go, I want to thank Crystal Foxy for voicing Professor Larch and Nuri Lily for voicing the Pokedex. I'll leave their channels in the description of this video. If you enjoyed this, then leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a video, and leave a comment down below which starter would you choose, Johnny, Flamamba, or a Quacken? That's all from me. See ya!